What's up, party people? Josiah here, and today we're talking about how to get lean in 2021. I almost said 2020, but thankfully I haven't forgot what year it is yet. However, we're completely out of 2020, so it's time to get lean. It's time to drop some fat and ultimately reach your fitness goals as we head into the new year. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you exactly how I would go about getting lean in 2021 so that you can effortlessly drop body fat, feel good in your own skin, look good naked, and have the confidence you want when you go to the pool or the beach this summer, and ultimately get there way faster than you ever have before. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Before we jump into the bread and butter of what we're going to talk about today on how to get lean in 2021, do me a huge favor, smash that like button below so that YouTube shows my video to more people, because I'm going to be honest with you, I have a goal this year of reaching 21,000 subscribers for 2021. I mean, how corny is that? But that's my goal. So smashing that like button gets this video shared with more people. Do me a favor, do it now, and let's jump into the video. Thank you so much in advance. All right, so how to get lean in 2021. Step number one, we're going to talk about mindset, because that is one of the 5 pillars when it comes to getting in shape and staying in shape for the rest of your life. We're going to talk about this mindset that I call aggressive patience. What is aggressive patience? Aggressive patience is going after your goal with aggression, right? Showing up every day, being consistent, not letting anybody tell you that you can't achieve something, not worrying about what anyone else is doing, just going after your goals with tunnel vision, knowing what you want to accomplish, having a goal date, having a target, and getting there, but also having some patience with that. Because let's face it, it didn't take you a week or two to get into the shape you are now. It didn't take you maybe 3 months to get out of shape like you are now. It didn't take you probably a year to get out of shape like you are now. So you're going to need to give it some time. The good news is it's not going to take as long as it took you to get out of shape to get into shape. Let me repeat that. It's going to be less time to get in shape than it took you to get out of shape. Most people gain a few pounds a year, year after year, and ultimately look back and go, wow, I've gained 3 or 4 pounds a year for the past 10 years, and now I'm 30 or 40 pounds overweight. I don't want to have to spend 10 years getting back in shape. The good news is, on average, our clients lose 20 to 30 pounds in their first 3 months. So if you do the math there, if you look at the next 3 months, you can make some huge progress, but you're going to need to be patient. Don't get frustrated when the scale doesn't move every single day. Be aggressive with your goals, meaning I want you to show up every day, do the things you need to do every day, the habits and routines that are going to get you there, but ultimately have a nice dose of patience every single day if things don't move the way you want them to. But I promise, if you stick with it, it will be worth it. Let's move on to step number 2. So how to get lean in 2021 is going to oftentimes come down to your willingness to track what you're doing. I'm not a 100% data-driven coach, but I will say there is a lot of value in knowing your numbers. And what numbers should you worry about? Well, when you're first starting out, the things I suggest you track are your calories, how much food you're eating on a daily basis. This is going to help you control how much you eat, also give you the freedom to eat foods you love in moderation, include them in your diet because you have a calorie goal. This is really vital when you're first starting out. If you have never tracked your calories before, your mind will be blown when you see how easy it is to overeat once you start tracking. Most people eat right around their maintenance, with the occasional day where they go way above their calories, which of course leads to long-term weight gain. We're going to talk more about calories here shortly, but it's important to start tracking your numbers so that you have accuracy. Keep it simple. Track your calories, track how much protein you eat every day when it comes to nutrition. That is a good place to start. Fall in love with this process. The other thing I suggest you track is your steps, how much you move every day. This helps you avoid having to schedule extra time for extra cardio. You could literally take a 5-minute walk, a 10-minute walk, here and there throughout the day, and start to ramp up how much you move every day. That way you also have a piece of data that allows you to either increase or decrease activity depending on how fast you're progressing. If all you're doing is hopping on a cardio machine for 30 minutes, you're not really sure exactly how much activity you did. It's hard to track because your effort level will change session to session. But if you have a consistent data number, in this case, tracking your steps, then you'll have a much easier time controlling that variable. The 2 ways I suggest tracking your steps are either using a smartwatch like the one I'm using now that will track your movement, or your phone. Your phone has an app called Pedometer. It's available on all smartphones that will allow you to track your steps, assuming you're carrying your phone around with you, which, let's face it, it's 2021, a lot of us do. So Track your calories, your protein, and track your steps. Fall in love with tracking this data. Tip number 3 when it comes to getting lean this year is get some skin in the game. What does this mean? Well, you got to get accountability. You got to get something that's going to get you off the couch. You got to have something you'll lose if you don't achieve your goals. This is human nature to have more motivation, more discipline when there's a lot on the line. If you're just going at your goals with nothing on the line, no skin in the game, nothing to lose, there may be days or weeks or months where you just throw in the towel and say, I'll try again when I feel like it. But if you have something to lose, you're more than likely going to stick with it at times where you may not. So how do you get skin in the game? Well, there's a couple ways. Number 1, you could get an accountability partner. You could have someone else who wants to achieve a similar goal, and both of you put up something that winner takes all, right? Maybe it's money, maybe it's gift cards, maybe it's time. Either way, you have something to lose. This can help get you inspired to get off the couch, get out of bed, get your workouts done, get your steps in, eat better, all those good things. I'm going to teach you a motivational hack at the end of today's video, so make sure you stick it out till the end because I have something very special that I want to share with you. But getting skin in the game could also mean hiring a coach. I know it's 2021 or we're still kind of dealing with 2020 issues, but there might be an opportunity to hire a trainer. If not, hire an online coach. We offer online coaching. You can check a link out in the description, but this helps get you inspired as well. When you invest in yourself, when you trust yourself enough to make a huge investment and say, I'm going to hire someone to help me do this, you're signaling to your brain that it's time to go. It's time to move forward. It's time to get this done. You now have skin in the game, something to lose, which can help get you results way faster. Tip number 4, 2 underrated factors that are going to help you stay on top of your diet, stay on top of your workouts, and ultimately look the way you want to look this year. Water and sleep. I carry around one of these bad boys. I know it's really meatheadish of me, but this ensures I get my gallon of water that I aim for every single day. Sleep-wise, I know it can be hard. There's distractions, there's work, there's kids maybe, there's family issues. There's a lot of things that sometimes stress you out that cut into your sleep. Maybe you have a long commute in the morning. Maybe you are just not an early riser and you struggle to get up early. Here's the thing. Sleep is important, especially when it comes to regulating your appetite and the energy you have for workouts. The less sleep you have, the more likely you are to just grab something that isn't healthy because your body's seeking out quick energy. So try your hardest to get better sleep. I highly suggest supplementing with melatonin if you have a hard time falling asleep at night. Put electronics away, read a book, dim the lights, make sure the room temperature is below 70 degrees. Ideally, sleep on a bed that's built specifically for your sleeping position, but ultimately do your best to get more sleep and hydrate yourself throughout the day. So many people are walking around dehydrated and wondering, why am I so hungry all the time? Why do I have cravings all the time? Well, it's probably because you're lacking sleep and you're lacking hydration. So if you knock out those 2 factors, I guarantee a lot of things become easier. You're going to feel more energy. You're going to want to get your workouts in. You're going to be able to stick to your diet a lot better. And if you combine it with my special hack that I'm going to share with you at the end, you'll have a much better success rate when it comes to losing fat and getting lean in 2021. So when it comes to workouts, we haven't talked about workouts yet. Lifting weights, training with body weight, kettlebells, exercise bands, dumbbells, it all works. Here's the key. It only works if you do the work. Meaning, if you show up consistently every week and train with weights or your body weight, I suggest at least 3 to 4 workouts per week when it comes to resistance training. This is going to provide enough stimulus, enough volume to start to see more definition, to start to see your body tone up, get stronger, feel better, better posture, better sleep even, and less pain when you wake up because you have more stability, more mobility in your muscles. All right, so get into the gym or work out at home. Either one works. Just make it happen. Schedule it in your calendar like it's the most important meeting that you have every week. 3 to 4 workouts a week is the dosage that most of our clients get inside of our programs, and they get a massive success rate because it's the perfect amount coupled with a great amount of recovery on 3 or 4 other days. Okay, so I promised a hack at the end of the video. I appreciate you watching to the end. If you watched it till now, make sure you smash that subscribe button, like button, and the notification bell so that I reach my goal, selfishly, of 21,000 followers and subscribers in 2021. Also, leave a comment if you have more questions about getting lean, and I will answer every single one of them. So here's the hack. if you're struggling with motivation, if you're struggling to do the things you know you need to do, especially if you don't feel like doing it, if you just have a hard time getting out of bed or getting off the couch or saying no to the junk food, maybe you're an emotional eater, maybe if after a long day, all you want to do is grab a beer and some chips, I totally get it. Here's a hack that's worked for me and thousands of clients that I've worked with. It's called the 10-minute rule. You may have heard of it before if you've watched other pieces of content of mine, but the 10-minute rule is basically this. It's an agreement with yourself to do the thing you don't want to do when you don't want to do it for 10 minutes. That's it. Just 10 minutes. It's the smallest bite-sized chunk you can take out of a larger task that needs to get accomplished. This 10-minute rule will lead to you doing more of that thing. Here's why. Because when we think about having to do a 45-minute workout, we're tired. All we want to do is put on some comfy sweats, lay down on the couch, watch the latest episode on Netflix of The Queen's Gambit. It's a great show, by the way. I get it, right? All you want to do is relax, but you need to go work out because you have a lot of weight to lose. You need more energy, and working out's going to give you that energy. It's going to give you the body that you want. Or it could come down to food. Maybe you don't want to prep that healthy meal. Maybe you'd rather just order DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever Uber Eats and order something from your local favorite restaurant that you're craving. I get it. I've been there. I totally understand. In fact, I used to be 60 plus pounds overweight, and that would be my go-to. Takeout, drive-thrus, sit on the couch, lay in bed, watch my favorite shows, watch sports, binge eat. And I would wake up the next day and feel terrible and just wish I had done what I needed to do. I'd feel super guilty. So I want to help you avoid that. Here's what you do. So you commit to just 10 minutes. 10 minutes of that thing that you know you need to do, but just don't feel like doing. 10 minutes is all you got to start with. Here's the agreement that you make. You do 10 minutes, and at the end of 10 minutes, if you feel like you need to keep going, keep going. Do as much as you can. Knock out the whole thing if you can. If you get to 10 minutes and you're like, I'm just not up for this right now. I started prepping the meal, 10 minutes in, I'm just not feeling it. I'll start again later or tomorrow. That's cool. That's the agreement that you made. You did 10 minutes, and now it's time to move on to whatever else you wanted to do because you hit the agreement. You knew that you needed to do the bare minimum, and you did it. Your self-belief is going to start going through the roof. But what I can tell you is that more times than not, you're going to do 10 minutes, and you're going to want to keep going after that. You're going to want to do 30 minutes. You're going to want to do 45 minutes. You're going to want to complete the workout. You're going to want to eat the whole meal, the healthy meal. You're going to want to get better sleep because you did just the bare minimum and you realize it's not that bad. It's not that hard. It's just the whole entire task seemed like a lot. And so it just wasn't something you felt motivated to do. But a small amount will help get you there. So that's the rule. Try it out. Give it a shot. Let me know in the comments if it works. And until next time, I'm Josiah, thetruetransformation.com. Talk to you on the next video. Peace.